My name is Wanbdi Wakita. That means looking eagle in the Dakota language. I was given that name when I was a young man, boy, and I was leaving the community, and my mother said, "It's time for you to get your man name." So he got a hold of this old man named Leo Menard, and he came and he done a ceremony for me. When he finished the ceremony, he told me, "Your name is Wanbdi Wakita." And the reason why the the holy ones gave you that name is because you are to look over the people and make sure everything is okay. And if it isn't, you're going to help them. And my thinking is, I have nothing. I'm just a kid. How am I supposed to help people? That was my thinking at that time. 14 years later, that's the way things turned out for me. At age 28, I was able to help people. And the work came from up there during the ceremonies. So, I grew up on a farm. There was 7 of us in our brothers and sisters. There's only 3 of us left now as brothers. So I'm really happy and proud that Dakota people, we never lost our culture. We always seem to somehow think of something culturally related to do and to share that with the community. The other thing is we never signed a treaty with the government to sign our land away. That's the other thing that I'm happy about. So it's been a long road. It's been a tough road.
Why are you happy about having signed the treaty with the government?
Dakota Group never signed a treaty with the government.
Oh, never
We
did.
never
I
did.
see.
So we still own this. In fact, this is part of our land right here because I have the original map of that year 1000. And so the map shows the map all the way from Northwest Territory border right down to the Florida coast. That's pretty important stuff. So, and I just found out that there's a group of Dakotas living down here. They never moved away. They just stayed down here. That's another confirmation of that map that I have. It's good that it's like that.
Yeah. Why is Indigenous wisdom important for the world today?
Well, the way I understand that wisdom is that information came from up there. It didn't come from people. It came from the holy ones, and it's sacred. And we are to use this information with our heart, our mind, our body, and our spirit. That's how we're supposed to use that information. And when you put that information into action, people seem to move towards that. It seems to apply to them. All people. And I'm thinking it's because it's holy. And when you do something like that, when you get information and you decide how you're going to use this information and then share that information, things seem to work out really good. Mm-hmm. And the more times we share this, the better it is for all people, not only just us, all people. So it's important because it allows us to use our heart, our feelings. Uh, when we leave our feelings, or when we don't use our feelings for a long time, it draws us away to a different place. There's some place where it may not be good, or our thinking gets out of hand, and it's based on what you hear from other people. All the things that are not good, you get to think about that. So when you do it this way, it keeps it intact. That straight road, Creator showed us that road. Some people call it the red road. And to be steady about it. If you just learned it and then forgot about it, your day will be no good. You gotta accept that as truth, and you gotta accept it as being sacred. And once you realize how you see this in these sacred instructions, how you put them into action. Once you see that, and once you are a part of that, you realize that things are going good, the way things need to be. So I appreciate that road. That's a law. Creator made that law for all people long time ago, and so that's we try to carry that on. On this planet here, they call it Mother Earth. Creator put medicine on this planet long time ago. Our people said 20 billion years ago, and Mother Earth started to grow things, trees, grass, even those little bugs underneath the ground here. And after a while, when things are ready, Creator again decided Creator will put animals and the things that have wings, put them on this earth. And our people said that was 500 million years ago. And then after a while, Creator put people on this earth, all over this world. Four colors of man: black man, yellow man, white man, red man, all over this world. And these things that Creator put on earth, like the medicine, they have laws. They have their own laws. And our job is to try and learn about those laws of that medicine. And the animals have laws, the winged have laws, and people have laws. The sad thing about that is it seems like the people are the only ones that are not adhering to these sacred laws. We seem to have forgotten and made our own laws, man-made laws. Oh boy, man-made laws and sacred laws, they're this far apart. Yeah, man-made laws are made because if you don't have man-made laws, something bad is going to happen. Sacred laws are made for always something to be good. Always. That's a big difference. So, boy, it would be good to carry this message all the time.
How would you suggest that we start to open up and listen to the sacred law and integrate that wisdom into daily life? How do we do it?
It's not very hard. You have a heart, a mind, a body, and a spirit. So, and that's the feelings that you have, the thinking, the things that you do, the way you talk. Those are all need to be looked at, to be taught whenever, when starting when you're young. Each nation, in fact, all people in this world has a heart, mind, body, and spirit. And if we were to use that in order, by the way, we live in order. Heart, mind, body, and spirit, in that order. Most of us, we leave our hearts out. I know why, too. And I grew up learning there's some books about mind, body, and soul. And they forgot the heart, the most important starting point. Every day, that's how you start your living, no matter what. So I think that's pretty important. When you live like that, generally things work out really good for you. And there's words attached to the heart, mind, body, and spirit. And of course they come in the law of sharing, for instance, or the law of love, or the law of caring, the law of kindness. But we're forgetting about those laws. And we need to bring back those laws. And the most thing that I can think about is our talk is misdirected. Our talk is over there. Pretty soon our feelings are gone over there. Pretty soon our thinking is gone over there. And here's this road that you have. Pretty soon you're not following your road. Creator gave you a road. And Creator is very kind. Our people told us nobody in this world has ever seen Creator. But they also qualified that statement by saying, Creator's all over. Look around. They said, look around, you'll see Creator. And of course I believe that when I see these beautiful trees and these birds that are singing, the sun is shining. Lots of people around here. That's Creator's creation. And our interaction with those is like this. And our interaction is from in here. It's not, we don't get that from over there. Oh, this man told me to treat trees in this manner, so I'm going to do it. No. How are you going to treat those trees? So we're trying to, that's how corruption starts. Control, power, greed, all of those, materialism. If you make your own laws and you forget about Creator law, that's why all that bad stuff happens.